So you understand the string pool and its purpose. Now, something that you will hear people often say is that strings are immutable, i.e. the value never changes. So this is because, let's just imagine the case where we have this object right here. So this object that contains the value Jamila, and this is actually being used by several other variables. So here, let me just say variable 3, for example, and maybe 4 as well, just like that. And they all reference Jamila. So just like this. Now, if this value here is not immutable, then we are in big trouble, because you can see that we have a couple of variables pointing to it. So initially it starts off with Jamila, but if for whatever reason this changed from Jamila to Fu, for example, you can see the side effects. Now, all of these other variables pointing to the same reference would have their value unexpectedly changed. And this is bad. So this is why once you define a string, the value never changes. What changes really, so here if I just go back, so what changes really is the reference. So if we introduce a new value, for example, here, let me just say bar, for example. So bar, now what changes is the reference from which these variables point to. So this value will always stay here, and there is some optimization going on. So depending on the duration that this stays, so if nothing is used, then it's eligible to be removed from the string pool. But once you define a string, the string itself is immutable. And if you understand the references and the value, then you are in good terms. So the reference is what I've just demonstrated before, this right here. So we had name2 started off with Jamila, pointing to the exact same reference as name1, and then we said name2 equals to Alex. Now at this point, we just updated the reference of name2 to point to the location where Alex lives within the string pool.